the president of Purdue I thought would have made a pretty good NASA administrator. And the vice president was the governor right behind the president of Purdue. And now he's putting together the National Space Council. And I think whoever wrote that speech, it was marvelous, really. They pretty well, and he did, of course, fine-tuned everything that we stand for. And I'm part of the user advisory group, and I've gotten to know the chairman of that, so I expect to work a good bit more with Jim Ellis. And I think that through these exchanges that we can eventually, hopefully early on, bring about a desire on the Chinese to work with the other capable nations, Europe, US, Russia, and Japan. That's quite important for a number of reasons. But I think I've been working for a long time on rendezvous, cycling orbits, and then improving those for Mars, and a number of fine-tuning, a good bit of it in the last couple of years, year and 6 months, and 5 hours ago, I think, I came up with a different way of providing radiation protection on some of the spacecraft. So it really takes an advantage of knowing where there are innovative ideas and an evaluation of those, and that's pretty much what I'm trying to install, a Human Space Flight Institute at Spaceport Houston, near some facilities there. Not too close to academia, because then whatever they're doing becomes aligned with one institution, and the others don't like that. So it has to sort of be separated.
Do you think
and I'm just kind of overjoyed with the people who are here that I've known before, and the potential of this being perhaps one of the best Space Foundation meetings in the last 34 years.
Are the Trump administration's ambitions for a lunar orbiter and then returning man to the moon and Mars realistic and achievable in a time frame of, say?
Well, I haven't been that specific, but we're about to start Apollo at 5 decades through Apollo 17, 2.5 years from now. And as we do that, I think that we can come out with how soon we might return to the moon, and how soon we might not only occupy the moon, but occupy Mars, and then finally upgrade that to migrate to Mars.
Are you concerned that...
Now, I'm not going to be here with all that, so I got to inspire people before.
Are you concerned that China or Russia could beat the U.S. at this rate, or...?
Not if we appeal to them so that they would be at a loss not to cooperate with the other nations that will be capable nations. The general rule is compete at the design level, formulation of plans, cooperate at the execution or the operational ends. It's very costly to compete trying to do the end result. So I think a progressive setting goals and objectives is well within the observances of the 5 decades of Apollo, or Apollo at 5 decades, starting this October with Apollo 7 and beyond.
What stuck out to you the most listening to the Vice President today? There was a lot of announcements, there was a lot included there. As someone who's been through what you've been through, what stuck out the most to you from today's speech?
Well, I know he emphasized before the 3 main aspects of space policy. Exploration is what we do here, commercial, and then security. Now, you can take exploration and split it into science, development, and then it becomes commercial, hopefully. But security, if you put it at the very top, then you're warmongering, and we don't want to do that. But everything else has to make security better. That's the real objective.